Today I'm going to be talking about natural hazards and disaster management. Natural hazards has been with us for millennia, but these are being exacerbated by climate change. More frequent floods, droughts, earthquakes, landslides, snowstorms and avalanches, and wildfires. For example, in the state of California in the US, we used to have wildfires in our forests for about 2 to 3 months during the hot summer months. But now it goes all the way to December into winter. And the range of these wildfires is very big compared to previous fires. This is because of the drought conditions in California caused by climate change, and all the wood is very dry, and the wildfires are destroying thousands and thousands of acres, causing property damage and loss to life. So this is just an example. In floods we have seen in India happening at times which never happened before. Droughts are happening, causing all kinds of difficulties to farmers and farming communities. So these are things that we have to be prepared. And I'm going to be talking about disaster management. When these things happen, first we have to prevent them by preventing the accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. But when they do happen, we have to take care of it so that there's minimal loss of life and property damage. So the following disasters that I mentioned here. So let's go through each one now. What is a flood? Flood is an overflow of water that submerges the land that is usually dry. Flooding may be caused by water from water bodies such as rivers. It can also be caused by high tides, like the tsunami that resulted from the earthquake under the Bay of Bengal. They are of significant concern in agriculture, civil engineering, and public health. These flood events cause a lot of related diseases due to water being everywhere, waterborne diseases. So all these things we have to be concerned about with floods happening at very frequent intervals and at higher intensity. Human changes to the environment often increase the intensity and frequency, like I mentioned, of flooding. When we do deforestation or remove wetlands or change the course of a waterway for our convenience, and when global phenomena such as climate change, sea level rise occur, flooding is bound to happen. So if we want to reduce the intensity and frequency of these floods, we have to address climate change. And that we'll be speaking throughout the course. But here I will be focusing on the impacts of these events and how to mitigate them.